Have you ever imagined a place where sharp mountains immediately emerge from the sea? The night sky dances with a mysterious green light, and the sun can shine for 24 hours without setting. That place really exists. Far north of Norway, an archipelago called the Lofoten Islands is hidden, a place that is often referred to as one of the most beautiful locations in the world. But behind the extraordinary beauty, Lofoten also keeps extreme life, brutal weather, and human stories that survive at the end of the Arctic Circle. This is the story of Lofoten Island, a cold paradise that looks like a fairy tale. The Lofoten Islands are located in the northern part of Norway, far above the Arctic Circle. This area consists of a row of large and small islands that are connected to each other by bridges and narrow roads by the sea. When people first saw Lofoten from the air, many thought this place was just a computer edit. The mountains are too dramatic, the sea is too blue, and the villages look too perfect to be real. But everything really exists. Even though it is in the Arctic region, the temperature in Lofoten is not as cold as other polar regions. This is caused by the warm sea current of the Gulf Stream that flows from the Atlantic Ocean. Because of that, people can still live there throughout the year. But don't get it wrong, nature in Lofoten remains very harsh. The winter wind can come suddenly. Sea storms can hit at any time. And during a certain winter, the sun doesn't even appear at all. One of the most amazing phenomena in Lofoten is the midnight sun, or the midnight sun. In summer, the sun doesn't really set. For weeks, even months, the sky remained bright all night. Imagine at 12 o'clock at night, but the sunlight still shines on the mountains and the sea. For tourists, this phenomenon feels amazing. But for local residents, living without night can be very strange. The human body is actually used to the cycle of day and night. When the sun continues to shine, some people have trouble sleeping. The children are still playing outside the house, even though it is past midnight. Some people even forget the time because the sky is never dark. But on the other hand, summer in Lofoten is the most lively time. Mountaineers fill the hiking trails. Photographers come from all over the world, and the ocean is filled with the activity of fishermen who work almost non-stop. But things changed completely when winter came. If summer is filled with endless light, then winter brings along darkness called polar night. In a certain period, the sun does not appear at all. The sky only had a slight bluish light for a few hours. Then it's dark again. Imagine living for weeks without seeing the sun. For some people, this condition feels mentally heavy. The body gets tired easily. The mood changed, and the silence of winter feels much deeper. But it is in this darkness, Lofoten shows its greatest miracle. Aurora borealis, or northern lights, is a natural phenomenon that makes the sky look alive. The green, purple, and blue lights moved slowly in the night sky like giant energy waves. This phenomenon occurs when particles from the sun collide with the Earth's atmosphere. But for many people who see it directly, aurora feels much more mystical than just a scientific explanation. Some tourists even cry when they first see the aurora, because there is no camera that is really able to capture the feeling when watching it live in Lofoten. The aurora often appears above the snowy mountains and small fishing villages. The view makes this place feel like another world. Although famous for its natural beauty, the life of the Lofoten people is actually very simple. For hundreds of years, most of the population lived as fishermen. Cod is their main source of life. Every certain season, thousands of codfish migrate to the waters around Lofoten. This tradition of catching fish has even been going on since the Viking era. In various small villages, we can still see large wooden shelves that are used to dry codfish naturally. The fish was then sent to various countries in the world. The small red houses that are often seen in Lofoten photos are called aurora. This house used to be used as a temporary residence for fishermen. Now some of them have been turned into tourist inns, but the traditional atmosphere is still maintained. Behind its beauty, the nature of Lofoten can be very dangerous. The weather here changes very fast. Bright sky can suddenly turn into a snowstorm. Sea winds can hit with great force, and Arctic waves are often unpredictable. Some of the famous hiking trails in Lofoten are also quite dangerous. Steep cliffs, slippery rocks, and extreme weather make tourists have to be very careful. Even so, it is this challenge that makes many adventurers come to Lofoten, because this place offers a natural experience that feels wild and real. Lofoten is often considered a paradise for photographers. Every corner looks like a computer wallpaper. In winter, white mountains meet the dark blue sea. In summer, the midnight sun creates a very dramatic golden light. No wonder many films, documentaries, and international advertisements take pictures in this region. Even some people are willing to come all the way just to get one perfect aurora photo. But many photographers say that the best photo of Lofoten is not only about the scenery, but about small human feelings in the middle of nature that is so big. Lofoten Island is not just an ordinary tourist destination. It is a reminder that the Earth still has magical corners, a place where humans coexist with extreme nature under the sky that sometimes never gets dark, and sometimes it's never bright. Lofoten teaches one simple thing, that the greatest beauty in the world is often far from the crowd. And maybe at the end of the cold world, we can find a sense of awe that is slowly starting to disappear from modern life.